That is very true. Hey, T-Time, I'll tell you what. That was pretty cool for Hurts, man, to be up there with some of those guys that got announced. I mean, that's no joke. That's pretty sick, dude. Oh, Preston, you're in South Jersey right now? Oh, it's crazy, dude. Thought my vet was gonna blow away. Um, I'll tell you what, though, there's a lot of people who criticize. Yeah, the jackets were sick, Flex. There's a lot of people, and I believe me, I don't act like I'm not a part of it. Sometimes I'll criticize Jalen Hurts, and sometimes perhaps I'm too hard on Jalen Hurts. But it's pretty remarkable to think about what the man has accomplished. And when he's up there with guys who've accomplished so much, and I know understand there's haters, and I'm sure there's still haters in here right now. All right. And I don't think he's perfect. I'm not a Jalen fanboy, But I mean, you think about his journey as a player and what he's overcome, and then now where he's positioned himself as an NFL quarterback. I mean, Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. He's an all-pro player. He's a multi-time Pro Bowl player. He's a top contract guy. I mean, this is a guy that's not only reached the pinnacle of his profession, but has also reached the pinnacle of the sport and is now amongst the greats in the history of the sport. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. And that's worthy of credit. Whether you like Jalen Hurts or you don't like Jalen Hurts, I don't give a shit. This is not about that. The objective fact is it's pretty amazing to see the accomplishments of Jalen and what they've catapulted him to be a part of. And what it's catapulted him to be a part of. Jalen walking out with some fucking NFL greats. Jalen being as accomplished as he's been in his career. I mean, a lot of talk about Drake May. You're going to see it all over the internet. I like Drake May. I think Drake May's got a great future. I really do. He's struggling on the Super Bowl stage. Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl, doesn't matter. 22, 24, 25, doesn't matter. Jalen Hurts delivered the goods on the Super Bowl stage. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool accomplishment. And I do think, as much as when you have a down season and you try and look at all the problems with the team or what you have to fix, and hey, that doesn't excuse Jalen from some of the problems that the team has had. I'm not saying that at all. But it's pretty amazing to look at kind of the full picture and just be like, damn, it's pretty impressive, pretty impressive what he's done, what he's been a part of, what he's accomplished as a player, what the team has accomplished as a team, even what Nick has accomplished as a coach. So I thought that was pretty cool. So shout out to Jalen, and I thought that was pretty cool to see him out there at the Super Bowl, for the Birds, because we're not in the game. We're not in the damn game. So the team's not in the damn game. So it's cool to see Jalen out there. I mean, he fucking walked out with, Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Jerry Rice. I mean, he walked out with some of the greatest names in the history of football. I'm like, this is a fucking cool moment. This is a cool moment. This is a cool moment. Prince, I don't disagree, man. I'm not saying it's the end. I'm not saying it's the end. Or all right, you've accomplished it. But it was I do think sometimes when you have the downs, it's easy to get stuck there. It was cool to see. I thought that's all. I thought it was cool to see. I did think it was cool to see. So, all right, guys, what else did you guys take away from the game? Bad Bunny. We talked about Bad Bunny. I know my boy Fred. It's funny. I wasn't on social media at all. I've been getting off social media on the weekends. Been grinding, working on some back end stuff without going on social media at all. It's actually a glorious thing. It's actually a very glorious thing. But the second I loaded up social media last night, which I haven't really done, I did see my boy Fredo. I know Xander Krause enjoyed the Bad Bunny show, which was pretty funny because earlier in the year, you guys remember when I was trolling about Bad Bunny. I don't know a single Bad Bunny song. My barber won't be happy with me. All right. Wasn't that? Yeah. What? I didn't think it was that great of a game at all. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that great of a game at all. He was the only one with sunglasses on. Kind of a dick move. Catch. I didn't even realize that, but that's Jalen-esque, isn't it? He loves style and fashion and all that stuff. We got to get Z. Flex. I know my way around. All right. Let's just say I know my way around. Flex. I'm the kind of guy that I kind of mind my own business. But let me just say, sometimes, or at least a time in my past, my business has led me into an environment like this. But I put the blinders on, Flex. I get in. I handle what I got to handle. I focus on who I got to focus on. I block out the noise, and I keep rolling. All right. I won't say. Thank you, Flex. I don't want to say too much more on that. I'm sure you catch my drift. Here's Fat Frank. I know this. Seattle definitely looked like the final boss of the NFL for next season. Frank, it moves quick, bro. I wouldn't say that too quick. Eagles looked like the final boss, didn't they, for this year? They weren't. Let's see what they look like. All right. Let's see what they look like. Good defensive game in the first half. Yeah, it was. Here's Reyes. What's up, Reyes? I saw you message me. By the way, the Discord stuff, I had to delete my Discord account because I couldn't get into it because it was attached to my old email, and I no longer have access to that email. It was like one of those emails you had to pay for. It wasn't like a normal Gmail or something. So I no longer have a Discord. So I'm not in our Discord anymore. Flex, if you want to send me the link, I'll make it, or maybe we'll make a JAKIB one. I don't really know. I was just telling you guys I'm not in there anymore. But Reyes, before I deleted my Discord and got booted out, I did see your message about the rosaries. I hope you love them. They are pretty awesome. I watched my sisters hand make your rosaries. They literally showed and they brought them to me and said, "This is for Mike Reyes from your channel." I'm like, I love fucking M. Reyes. I'm happy he ordered them. Shout out to him for supporting my sisters. He reached out. By the way, somebody's in here going to be like, "Oh, that's Andrew to get me a rosary." Reyes actually took initiative. All right. He reached out to them himself. So he got them, and it was pretty sick. And Reyes, they looked awesome before they shipped them. So I hope you enjoy them, bro. He says, maybe Sills was right. Coaches who are players don't know shit about coaching sometimes. Hashtag Vrabel. Yeah, he didn't coach a very good game. All right. Here's Rice. They're amazing, Z. The quality is fantastic. They're handmade, Rice. Every fucking link in them. Sorry, I shouldn't use the F word when talking about rosaries. But every link, dude. They literally put every link together. So pretty amazing. Pretty amazing for them. So thanks for supporting, dude. Thanks for supporting them. It's pretty cool of you. All right. Let's see. Prince says the game sucked. Yeah, it did. It did suck.